Francis, tragedy is unfolding where the Lord lived. Pope Francis decries the immense suffering and death of so many innocent people in the places where the Lord lived, as he meets with the Equestrian Order of the Holy Sepulchre of Jerusalem. We are sadly witnessing a tragedy unfolding in the very places where the Lord lived, where he taught us through his humanity to love, to forgive, and to do good to all. And instead, we see them torn apart by tremendous suffering that affects so many innocents, above all, so many innocent dead. Pope Francis expressed his sorrow for the situation in the Holy Land as he met with members of the Equestrian Order of the Holy Sepulchre of Jerusalem in the Vatican on Thursday. The origins of the Equestrian Order of the Holy Sepulchre of Jerusalem date back to the First Crusade, when its leader, Godfrey de Bouillon, liberated Jerusalem. The order's members and leadership serve the Catholic Church and carry out acts of charity to make the operations to maintain the Christian presence in the Holy Land possible. The Holy Father reaffirmed to the order's members his spiritual closeness to them, acknowledging that they live their consultation, currently underway, sharing the great sorrow of the Mother Church of Jerusalem and imploring the gift of peace. Formation's 4 guidelines. The Pope extended his sentiments of gratitude and esteem to all the members of the order scattered throughout the world. He recalled that they gather in Rome for the consultation, and to discuss the theme of formation, specifically a necessary formation for aspiring candidates to enter the order, ongoing formation for those who already participate in its life and mission, and also the formation of those who are called to hold positions of responsibility. Formation, Pope Francis underscored, requires spiritual awareness of the high moral commitment assumed before the altar and more managerial awareness in order to organize activities and administrate the management of resources to meet the needs of the Holy Land in a continuous and adequate manner. Initial, ongoing, practical, and spiritual formation, he noted, are 4 guidelines that we can see represented in the sign of the cross, which stands out clearly on your mantles and animates your spirituality. The Pope urged them to let the crucified and risen Christ embrace their work and life through charity, prayer, and service to others. He called on them to be attentive to the realities in which they operate, always focusing on the integral well-being of the human person. The Holy Father called on them to be an order which, strong in its own identity, participates in the mystery of charity in the most beautiful way, open and available, ready to take on those services that the Lord requires through the needs of our brothers and sisters. This, he said, can be lived out through educating children in schools and concrete solidarity with the most fragile, such as the elderly.